Welcome to my garage.
If you really want to get to know billionaire John Paul DeJoria, a look inside his relatively modest 4-car garage reveals a lot about the personal life of the founder of the Patron Spirits empire and his gorgeous partner.
All the supercars here really belong to my wife, Eloise. This was made for her. It's a very customized Lamborghini. It took him, I think, about a year to make this car. She has special upholstery in it. Actually looks like a Chanel purse. It's a flat white, gorgeous pearlescent type paint job. She's a very fashionable lady and likes really neat stuff. I'm more of a funky guy, old school. I think my newest car is 12 years old. This here is a 1934 Ford. It's a 2-door sedan. What's really cool in these days when they used to build cars like this is you actually had room in the back seat. I think it's pretty obvious I'm a dog lover when you come to the garage. This little house right here is for my dogs. In here, it's heated to 72 degrees.
John Paul's garage also reveals he's a motorcycle lover.
This is one of the newer Indian motorcycles, one of the best motorcycles ever made. It's a real cruiser. It's very comfortable for long rides. Over here is another fun motorcycle. This is a BMW with a sidecar. This is a custom-made bike for me, just really down home, low, mean, and cool. If we come down this way, oh, there's Alexis. Alexis is my daughter, who is one of the greatest race car drivers ever.
During our shoot, JP's little girl, who also lives in Austin, stops in for a visit.
It's like I'm always here, watching over his bikes and his cars.
And right now, Alexis is watching over her dad as he fuels up one of his favorite two-wheelers, and you're about to see why it's called the Patron bike.
We customized the whole thing out and then retuned and readjust the carburation. So this will run off of Patron tequila or a gasoline. I've never filled it with Patron totally up. It'd be a very expensive fill. That's several $100s. Okay, ready, Lex? Let's go. And when you hit your brakes, it lights up, powered by Patron.
And what better place to park a motorcycle that runs on tequila than in the garage of the billionaire biker that built Patron?
All right, baby. Very good.
If you ask anybody, what is the best street to live on in Aspen, they're going to say Willoughby Way.
Willoughby Way is kind of the billionaire's row of Aspen. And there are a lot of billionaires in Aspen.
That's true. You're looking at this house that just kind of rises from the natural stone. The property is called The Ponds. It's very unusual to have this much water. You have the waterfall that comes down into the pool, flows on the side of the house, and then you have the large pond in front of the house, so you really have water on all sides.
But if you're house hunting in Aspen, just know that all this scenic beauty comes at a pretty price. But at least the vistas on the inside are as nice as the ones outdoors.
Now this is the grand room, and that is the grand view.
It's never boring because it changes depending on what season we're in. Aspen has very challenging land use and building codes, and since this house was built, those codes have changed.
Which makes this mansion even more desirable, since to promote energy conservation, local rules now limit the number of windows that can be installed in a home.
So if someone wanted to build this house again today, they couldn't because they couldn't get windows that big.
That's correct.
What's the current listing price?
It's listed for $39.7 million.
2 acres on Billionaire's Row. What's just the land worth?
The land is probably worth $30 million.
So you're getting all of this house, the waterfalls, the fireplaces, for like $10 million bucks. Less than that.
Yeah, great value.
Great value? Well, that all depends on how much cash you have sitting around in the bank.